Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kim Hoang here, the host of the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience, and I hope that you guys are doing very well today. And if you're hearing this, no, you didn't miss out on a mysterious announcement about like a new episode, because this is not an episode. Periodically, we like to come over here and make a couple announcements and so forth. So I thought I would go ahead and drop something, for you guys to know. Some news, some broadcast news, and so forth. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, I want to start out with that one because it's a little bit easier. Going forward with the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience, we're going to try to implement some new episode minis, which means that we're going to do something of a subject matter or just something random, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it, and it's going to be a little episode that probably won't last more than about 10 minutes. We decided to do that, to implement that, so we can give the podcast a little bit of a variety. Now, it's not going to change anything in terms of like, oh my gosh, he's not going to have a full-fledged, full-length episode. He will not have guests on and so forth. No, we will do that. We will do that, but we're going to give it a little bit of a flavor. When it's coming, we don't even know. We don't even know. So it's going to be one of those things where, like, if it happens, it happens. Now, another interesting question that I want to address is that, what if you actually go ahead and you talk about a certain subject on your mini episode? Will you run that back on the actual full-length episode? And yes, we will run that back. It may not, with the mini episode and the subject matter that we talk about, it may not be so much in length and content, but, that's why when we actually do the full-fledged episode, you'll get the full effect. So yes, we will run it back on a full-length episode. I do promise you that. But the most important news is that every Friday we do drop a new episode of the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience. However, we are not going to drop a new episode on Friday the 13th. And the reason being is that we're actually taking the moment right now to prepare for Friday the 13th, because we are going to be interviewing the biggest guest that we ever had in the history of this podcast. You heard it here, folks, that the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience has hit the jackpot. We will be interviewing actor, martial artist, and book author Daryl Vidal of the original Karate Kid movie back in the 1984 era. You heard that correctly. We're going to be interviewing Mr. Vidal, or as his title, Grandmaster Vidal, because he is a 10th degree black belt in Kempo Karate. Obviously he was an actor in the original Karate Kid movie. And, he has a new book coming out on December the 10th. And it's going to be an amazing time. I'm looking forward to it. It's incredible. And the fact that, we have a chance and an opportunity to talk to a great person like Mr. Vidal, who is a man of martial arts, who is an actor, and an accomplished book author. It is incredible. This is one of those moments where, because we know that we actually solidified and guaranteed that we have this interview and that, we have confirmed it and we're ready to go, we have to make sure that we take the time to make sure that we prepare for something like this, because it's going to be an incredible moment. Speaking as, a podcaster and as a fan of the original Karate Kid, the inner child in me is coming out. And I really want to do my very best for you guys and for Mr. Vidal, because I want to go in there ready to go, prepared, filled with the confidence and filled with, the game plan that I need to implement in order to make this episode, like every other episode, very successful. So guys, that's the news. You know what I mean? We're going to be implementing mini episodes, and this coming Friday, on Friday the 13th, we will not have a new episode because we will be interviewing Daryl Vidal, Grandmaster Daryl Vidal of the original Karate Kid movie. I'm excited. and I know that you guys will too. As always, we thank you so much, everybody, for just giving us a lot of love and support. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on all of the podcasting platforms. You know the deal. And also just spread the word on all your social media outlets and in person to people that you know. We really do appreciate it. That's all that we got for today, folks. Thank you so much for your time. And, again, we thank you for all the love that you give and all the support you give. It really means a lot. So, guys, let me go ahead and get on out of here. I got to do what I got to do to prepare for this thing. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe out there. And, keep supporting the Kim Hoang Podcast Experience. We'll check you guys out real soon. All right? Y'all take care. Be cool. Peace.